It wasn't actually supposed to have started today. It's just that we were supposed to have rounded up the formalities today. The repatriation is on course. Mr. President himself has reiterated the fact that this aircraft must come to South Africa, and our citizens who are imperiled will have the chance of getting on this aircraft to be brought back to their country.
How many people are we looking at?
The figures keep increasing. There are several processes, as you know, that have to be undertaken by South African Homeland Security. They ensure that we screen our citizens who want to return. They also are part of the screening process. And once the citizens are cleared, they are given a paper that indicates that they are free to go, essentially. So once this situation started getting worse, the President directed that a crisis response unit be immediately set up within our consulate and also the Nigerian mission in Pretoria. So as things are, we have people in different provinces. We also have people who need to be assisted to get to the Nigerian consulate in Johannesburg. So we're in the process of all that, but the documentation, which is the most important aspect of this, has been done.
All Nigerians that have shown interest to return back home, are they only cases of illegal migration? Because some South African authorities today said that most of the cases are illegal migration.
That is absolutely untrue. Citizens are being harassed. Citizens, their properties are being looted. Criminal actions are perpetuated on our citizens. The police refuse to do anything. The South African government has not come out strongly, firmly enough to condemn these incidents. So our citizens are imperiled. They are in distress. So they cannot be said to be illegal migrants. People who are doing legitimate business have their shops looted. They have their shops set on fire. Children cannot go to school because they are intimidated in their schools. So to say that Nigerians who are in South Africa doing legitimate business are illegal migrants is absolutely untrue.
Nigeria is not happy with South Africa.
Nigeria is not happy because Nigeria has sacrificed much for the South African struggle for independence. Nigeria sacrificed quite a lot, committed funds, committed resources to aid South Africa. In schools, seats were reserved for South African students. My own generation, we carried placards. We demonstrated in front of South African assets. Sometimes we even got arrested for doing this. And Nigeria is a serious frontline state. And Nigerians are not happy about how they have treated us. They are not asking other migrants to leave. They're only asking black migrants to leave.
Are we looking at the possibility of retaliatory measures?
Well, that is a situation that we are considering. This is up to our legislature. This is up to the highest. This is a decision that has to be taken at the highest level of government, but it's not off the table.
Are there plans on that way when these Nigerians come back to the country to actually, get them set up and start their life and get them right to society?
This evacuation is being undertaken with NEMA. We're doing that with various government agencies and parastatals to ensure that once they come in, they can be rehabilitated.
2 weeks ago, we sent a letter to the government of Nigeria to recover the sum of $120.5 billion. If this money is recovered, we have no business taking loans from anywhere in the world. As we are gathered here, or yesterday, the Senate of the Federal Republic was in turmoil because the NNPC has not been able to explain what happened to the sum of 210 trillion naira. a committee of the Senate has summoned the former GMD of NNPC, Mr. Mile Kyari, but the full House, headed by Godswill Akpabio, did say yesterday that the committee has no power to summon the big man. And the Senate apologized to him for embarrassing him. On our own part, we have written a letter to the Senate that we want a copy of the report where it is stated that 210 trillion naira cannot be explained. Again, if this money is recovered, that will be enough to fix our comatose hospitals, our roads that have been turned into death traps, and provide jobs for young people. Therefore, this protest is also against the worsening insecurity in our country. We are calling on the government as a matter of urgency to rescue the children that are in custody. Just imagine the primary school pupils, some of them just barely 2-3 years old, have been at the mercy of elements for the past weeks. Come rain, come sunshine, those kids are suffering. No medical attention, no food for them. And so for us as Nigerians, all of us are in custody, one way or the other. And we demand the immediate release of those children and their teachers. As you are well aware, a teacher has been beheaded in order to compel the government to move speedily to have those children released. Great Nigerians! Great Nigerians! Great! We also want to thank you for coming out today to mark the June 12th anniversary.
Yes, sir.
As you are well aware, there is no democracy in Nigeria.
Yes, sir.
What we have is civil rule,
Yes, sir.
civilian administration.
Yes, sir.
The struggle for democracy must continue. So we thank you very much, and for the media for coming.
Taking them to a different center where they will be processed first and repatriated, because you would understand that Home Affairs Minister said it's quite important for everybody to be processed before they leave the country, because they do not want to allow everyone to leave without using an orderly fashion, getting to a point where people that are wanted or somebody that has a criminal case then leaves South Africa without being recorded. So at this moment they have moved to that facility, which we were told that has better sanitation facilities, and it is much better compared to where they spent a couple of days. Now we are joined by the Limpopo provincial government representative, different MECs, and of course one of them is an acting premier who actually gave support to the ministers who were here earlier on. Ma'am, thank you very much for your time. You can maybe tell us about why you decided to come here and offer support to the ministers that were here earlier.
Thank you very much, and good afternoon to you and all the viewers of Newsroom. Let me start by confirming that indeed the Premier of the province delegated the 3 MECs, MEC for Transport and Community Safety, MEC Violet Mate, MEC for Health, MEC Diketseng Masheho, MEC Social Development. We are joined by the Speaker of Musina Local Municipality. The main purpose of coming here today, it was to come and give support to the national government led by the Inter-Ministerial Task Team. We came all the way here, and we want to indicate that on our arrival, we were a bit late because we started at the legislature, we had a sitting. We started at Liboa Komo, but we drove here. The main purpose, the Premier wanted us to come and give support to the national team and also to do inspection. Because remember, when we get the message that people are going to be sent to Limpopo in Musina, all of us had concerns that are we really going to make it? And we appreciate that National is doing its best. We were at the repatriation center. The DG, Mr. Makode, had to walk us around, and we are quite happy that Limpopo Province, through the Department of Health, they are providing health services, and also Public Works in Limpopo, they've done their part. And we have seen immigration officers, they are hard at work. When we look at those who are supposed to receive services, they were very much well accommodated. The infrastructure there is super. Hence, we applaud the national government. And we also went and do inspection whether people have ablution facilities, because regardless of the fact that they are not South African citizens, they are still human beings. They must also be treated with that respect. We have seen the ablution facilities, the water is provided, and also MTN and Vodacom, they were on site in terms of ensuring that they deal with matters of connectivity so that those people are able to communicate with their relatives. One other thing, we also met a team of business people, those who have worked with national government. They are the ones who are providing them with food. So we are quite happy where we are. We also went to try and join our ministers when they were doing inspection at the borderline between South Africa and Zimbabwe. And we want to indicate that we are not quite impressed. The border fence need the attention of national government, and we hope national government will be able to make sure that we really mend our fence. Thank you so much.
But as a province, would you say that the presence of the BMA here, and of course the soldiers that have been guarding our different ports of entry are doing their work so far?
Yes, we can proudly say they are doing their work. We were here. We received briefing from the commissioner himself together with the team. They are also raising concerns, especially when it comes to resources for them to be able to execute the mandate assigned to them by national government. But if they can receive that support through national government, we are quite sure that the challenges that are facing us here at this border post will really be resolved. But we are happy, and we support what national government is doing in the province.
Thank you very much. That is, of course, the MEC of Social Development in the province, acting on behalf of Premier Dr. Bopi Ramathuba in her absence. Now, Vuyo, the IMC went through different, ports of entry in this border, just to see, how vulnerable our borders are, where exactly when the SANDF was there, and of course BMA, we saw people across the river who were just waiting for them to disappear so that they can start making their way and crossing to South Africa. So what we are going to be doing right now, we'll go to the new facility where people have been taken, just to check the conditions that they live under, and also get to understand how long this process will be taking place, because we do understand that before they were moved from the showgrounds to the new facility, many of them were complaining about being there for quite some time, and some are even accusing their governments, because we know that there's quite a lot of Malawian nationals there, and a very few Zimbabwean nationals who were complaining that their governments have not been dealing with this matter of repatriation in a manner that they would have wanted it to be dealt with. So we want to see how everything will be going there, as we understand that they are currently being processed as I'm talking to you.
Zola Solana with that update.